Hello Tommy mate. Right, today is Saturday, I can't see the date, Saturday March the 7th 2020. I want to do this quick video to mention about certain things that I have, or should I say, I should have a say in. Back in September, October last year, 2019, was the time for a decision to be made to apply to the council, Norwich County Council, to what senior school you go to. Now, this should have been a joint decision. The reason why I say it's a joint decision between your mother and I, both of whom hold parental responsibility. When a parent holds parental responsibility, it's usually a case of both parents hold it, and we do. So that basically means that we should discuss various things in regards to your well-being and your education. That includes the naming of a school or choosing a school. Now, I didn't get a say in that matter, and as such my parental responsibility has been abused by your mother. Also, going back, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, whenever it was, the same thing happened again. I was not consulted or even asked for my opinion on what school you should go to. It was once again your mother that took it upon herself to choose the school. She claimed that she didn't know where I lived and had no contact details. Now, your mum does have contact details for me. She may not have known my address at the time, but she certainly knew my email address, because that was shown in a number of places, over 100 times, and all she had to do was look at this stuff and send me an email. That to me, mate, is clear indication that your mother does not want me to play any part of your life whatsoever. I'm a bit lost for words now, sorry. As far as I'm concerned, with other stuff that I've found out, if you piss your mother off, she will exclude them people from her life, be it for good or in the interim. Interim means for the time being. This has happened to your Auntie Sonia and Uncle Peter. Now, I happen to know for fact that Auntie Sonia and Uncle Peter and Cousin Sophie did not see you for some time, and that was because of your mum. Your mum and her needs only, not yours, but hers only, because either Sonia pissed your mum off or your mother pissed Sonia off, I don't know, but regardless of what happened, you should not have been brought into that equation, and you as a result shouldn't have suffered as a consequence of two people falling out. I've always been, and I always will be, for promoting your right to family life. This includes seeing Auntie Sonia and Uncle Peter, and that is something I will always promote, because I know Sonia is a nice person. I've had no issues with Sonia at all. I know your mum has got some problems with Sonia. She always has done. She has done for many years. So yeah, that's parent responsibility. I'm supposed to get a say. Now, what I will say in regards to your senior school, I'm not that bothered where you've gone. I would have put my point across, as in I'd like for you to go to the school where your current junior school friends are going to. I mean, that's just common sense. The reason why I say that was because when I was 11 years of age, my parents sent me to a school that was, I don't know how far it was, probably about a 2-mile walk away from where I lived at the current time. And it wasn't the school where the majority of my friends were going to. They were going to a school called Brackenhale in Bracknell, which was, I don't know, probably 10-minute walk from my house. Whereas I went to Garth Hill, and that was, I don't know, that was about probably half an hour to 40-minute walk away, and only 4 people from my junior school actually went to that school. As it happened, we were all in the same class anyway, so it wasn't too bad. But I do know how difficult it is and what a big step up it is going from junior school to senior school and coming across all these new faces that you may have not seen before. So yeah, that's an abuse of my parental responsibility. Parental responsibility isn't worth a wank, Tommy. It isn't worth the paper it's written on, because it doesn't matter who the resident parent is. The resident parent, in your case, is your mum. Just see it upon themselves to just say, oh well, fuck him. I don't care if he's got parental responsibility. I'm the only parent in Tommy's life. I don't care. It's my decision and my decision only. Fuck what he says. That's parental responsibility, mate. I'm a reasonable man. I always have been. But for some reason, your mother chooses to exclude me from your life. She may come across to you as trying to promote me in a positive manner, yet deep down, she can't stand me, Tommy. She despises me. Despises me because I stand up to people and I fight for your rights to family life, mate. That's all I've ever done. All I've ever wanted at this current time is for you to have a relationship with your granddad. It's not about me, never has been about me. It's been about my dad. The reason why I say that is because, you know, he's getting on and he doesn't have a lot long left. And yet, apparently it's all about me. That is utter bollocks, mate. Utter bollocks. I'm hoping one day you'll work all this out, because I will tell you the truth in time. I won't broadcast it on the internet. But I hopefully I will get to tell you in person the truth when you ask for it, of course. You may not ask for it. If you don't ask for it, I won't tell you. So yeah, that's parents' responsibility. When will parental responsibility come in again? Maybe if you change school. That's about it, or a life-changing situation. But once again, I'll be ignored because it's all about your mother and her being the only parent. Sorry, I'm sorry, but you may not want to hear that, Tommy, but that is fact, mate. That is fact. Your mother is goaded or encouraged by Uncle Ben and your nanny Janice, because they despise me as well. I've never had no beef with Josh. Josh is alright. Never had any issues with Grandad Alan or Nanny Paula at all. 2 lovely people. In fact, your Grandad Alan, he once said to me, and I remember it well, I was in the kitchen, and he said, Dave, if you ever have the same amount of trouble as I had seeing Michelle, that's your mum, then you are in for one hell of a ride, because Janice, your nan, caused me a load of problems. That's what your Grandad Alan said. Now I've got all the time in the world for Alan. I really have. Such a lovely bloke. As is Paula. I mean, Paula's a lovely woman. No problems at all. So yeah, that's just a little update on parental responsibility, and that is worth fuck all, Tommy. Absolutely fuck all. So yeah, on that note, mate, I love you and leave you. Grandad sends his love as always. I will get some pictures sent to you in your letter or your birthday in May. But as I've said before, you have been told that I can't see you because of Grandad. That is utter rubbish. That is not the truth, Tommy. I could come and see you any time, but certain conditions are in place that do not permit me to do so, and I don't particularly want to be arrested because that doesn't look good on you. So, of course, if you want to see me, you've only got to say, mate. That's you only got to say, and then I will take the necessary action that I have to try and honour that for you. Right, mate. As always, love you and leave you, mate. And I think I've already said it, but Grandad sends his love. And take care, mate. And I'll speak to you on here soon. Ta-ra, mate. Right, just wanted to quickly jump back on. In addition to what I've just previously said, this week, I think it was Monday the 2nd or Tuesday the 3rd, was the time that your mum was notified of what senior school what senior school you was going to. Now, as per usual, your mother hasn't told me, hasn't consulted me, and it was I was only made aware of such when I contacted Hillside and spoke to Mr. Phoenix, your head teacher, and he told me what school you're going to. So yeah, so you know, that's it. Had I not contacted Mr. Phoenix, I dare say I wouldn't have been notified or told about what school you're going to, albeit I am supposed to be told. I'm supposed to be kept up to date at least 4 times a year, but I'm not thus far. So yeah, that's it, mate. Just wanted to do this quick bit. I'll try and add it onto the video. Right, mate, ta-da, bye.